In part one, we looked at how to write introductions to hook the reader. In part two, we broke down conflict and plot. Now we're moving into two of the most important parts of short story writing: characters and dialogue. These are what make your story feel alive and what make your readers remember your story long after they've read it. Think about your favorite stories or movies. What do you remember most? The characters, of course. Characters carry the story, and even in a short piece, they need to feel like real human beings, not just names on a page. Your readers, and in this case the examiners, can always tell when a character feels flat or fake. One of the best ways to make your characters feel real is to use the golden rule of writing: show, don't tell. So instead of telling us what a character feels, show us through their actions, their words, and their body language. Let's say you're writing about Jada, who was angry about something. You could tell us Jada was angry, or you could show us. What might a person who is angry do? What's their facial expression or body language? How about Jada slammed the book shut, her jaws clenched so tightly her teeth squeaked? The word angry has not been mentioned, but it is implied through Jada's actions. Here are some other examples of showing versus telling. Telling: David was nervous. Showing: David wiped his palms on his pants for the third time, his breath coming too fast. Telling: The lady was very sad. Showing: Tears rolled down her cheeks, and she stared at the empty chair across from her. So, how do you build strong characters? I'm going to give you some quick tips on how to build memorable characters in your short story. And the first one is to limit the number of characters. In a short story, if you introduce too many characters, you won't have enough time to develop them properly. So it's better to have one or two fully developed characters than four or five that don't contribute to the story or that we can't follow. Number two, try adding small details: a nervous habit, a piece of clothing, or a way of speaking. All these can make your character stand out. Tanya adjusted her glasses every time she lied, as if hiding behind the frames would make her words any truer. The third tip I want to share with you is to show your characters through their choices. Characters can be revealed by what they do, for example, what they do when they are under pressure. The water was rising, but instead of climbing the fence, Joe shoved the little boy up first. And finally, keep descriptions short but powerful. Just a few words can paint a clear picture. Her hair was a wild storm of curls, and her laugh came like a thunder in the classroom. Another great way to inject life in your story is to sprinkle it with dialogue. Now, dialogue is more than just words. It can reveal personality, it can move the story forward, and it can give us access to a character's private thoughts. But here's an important note: dialogue should not be overused. A short story that is just talking back and forth with no action can feel flat. So balance your dialogue with descriptions and actions. Good dialogue should sound natural and believable. Seriously? You're scared of a frog? Maya giggled, stepping closer. It's smaller than your shoe. It can reveal personality. Rules are for people who can't think for themselves, Ravel muttered. kicking the sign out of his way. It can also be used to push the story forward. If we don't leave now, we'll miss the bus, Chanel snapped, already halfway down to the gate. It can also be used to reveal a character's thoughts indirectly. I'm fine, Jason said, though his eyes stayed glued to the floor. The lie sat heavy in his chest. I want you to notice how, in all these examples, action is mixed with speech. This helps to keep your writing smooth and to help your readers to clearly imagine the scene. Here's an example of how you could effectively combine show don't tell with dialogue. We're using the prompt, the door creaked open slowly. Go on, whispered Keisha, twisting her bracelet until the chain dug into her skin. I've got this, Marcus reassured, puffing out his chest as if he wasn't shaking inside. In just 2 lines, you know Keisha is nervous and Marcus is trying to act brave. Here's a challenge for you. Write 2 lines of dialogue between a character who is nervous and one who is calm. Don't use the words nervous or calm. Show it through their actions. You can stop the video to complete the task and feel free to post your completed work in the comments section. So remember, characters aren't just names. They should come alive in your story. They can be revealed through actions and other details, such as the way they speak. Use the rule of show, don't tell, and your readers will connect with your story. And remember, guys, if you need extra help, you can join my CSEC lessons online. See the link below. If you enjoyed this video, spread the joy by sharing it with someone who might benefit. And don't forget to like and subscribe.